Hello, friends. I am Dr. Amrit Nasta, your surgery faculty at Cerebellum Academy. And right here, we have with us an FMGE success story of Dr. Saswat. And he did his MBBS from Ukraine and he just gave the FMGE entrance and he scored 166 and now he is ready. So, first and foremost, congratulations, Dr. Saswat. We at Cerebellum Academy are extremely proud of your success. You have done it. Heartiest congratulations to you.
Thank you so much, sir, and thank you for having me here.
So, Shashwat, the purpose of this interview, of course, is first to felicitate and appreciate your efforts and the fact that you've given a very tough exam. I realize that the questions in surgery were actually very tough this time. Students really struggled. You have cleared it. That is an amazing thing. But through the next few questions that I will ask you, I would want to know about your journey, the mistakes you made, and how will your juniors following your footsteps, how will they benefit from your experiences? So let me begin by asking you something very simple. When you came out of the exam, were you confident that, okay, I've done it, I will get the score that I need? Or were you unsure, or what was your feeling? Because the paper was a little tough.
Yeah, the paper was tough, the surgery part, the questions, the topics were new, and I had no idea because there is not a specific answer key to all the questions that we appear. So I did not know what is the right answer. So I did not think anything about the exam after I did it. I came out, my dad was waiting outside and he asked me, Kaisa hua? So I told him, हो गया बस, and we'll see what happens.
So you were staying away from all the negativity.
हाँ मतलब everyone was asking, relatives and friends, everyone. I got calls, so everyone, my answer was same कि हो गया बस, देखते हैं अब क्या होता है.
Badhiya, badhiya. So of course there is always uncertainty and there are all these recall sessions happening and I hope you stayed away from them to not panic. Now let me ask you a little bit about your preparation. So this was not the first time, you already gave one attempt before. And what was your score there? And in simple words, how did you prepare differently then and how did you change your strategy now?
I got 136 in my last attempt. It was February 6th when the results got out, and it was my birthday. I was just going out, and the results came out. So that is the worst birthday one can have. But yeah, then the difference that I had with my previous attempt and this attempt is I did plenty of questions this time.
Okay.
I believed that I knew the topic, so I did not do the questions previously,
Hmm.
like in my previous attempt. I
Hmm.
thought I know the questions, so I was in my pseudo confidence wala area.
Okay.
So this time I did too many questions,
Okay.
and yeah,
And
I was not satisfied कि मतलब बहुत ज्यादा भी कर लिया, but और भी करना था, but जितना हुआ I did more questions this
so
time.
approximately how much time did you dedicate to your preparation? Like how many weeks or months did it take you to prepare for this attempt with some dedicated learning?
For this attempt, 4 to 5 months would be the right time, I would say I have given, because I was taking this offline coaching and I was away from home. So I came back to home. It was sort of a break, like changing place and staying back in home.
The last time.
So, last time I was away from home, I was doing offline coaching. So I came back home and decided to prepare this attempt घर से.
Hmm.
So yeah, so it was sort of a break, this traveling and transition wala thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
उसके बाद 4 5 months I was like happy, ठीक ठाक हो गया.
And when you were studying this time, since you had your past experiences, how were you studying the subjects? Like, let's say if you are studying surgery, and maybe you're studying from me, I will say. So, how would you study? Like, would you watch the videos, main videos, QR videos, or attend live class, or solve QBank? Like, what exactly would you tell your junior that you studied like, so that they also get learn from your experience?
I love live classes because they are interactive. I
Yeah.
like asking questions like during the live classes.
Okay.
And also in my previous attempt, I thought when I used to watch videos, I thought 1.5x, 2x में समझ आ जाता है सब, हो
हाँ.
जाता है वीडियो खत्म मतलब मुझे आ गया. बट नहीं, 1x इज ऑसम, उस
Okay.
1x में ही सबसे मस्त समझ आता है.
Right.
तो रीडिंग फ्रॉम यू, आई यूज टू डू लाइव क्लासेस
Hmm.
एंड देन क्वेश्चन बैंक्स दैट वुड हेल्प मी नो कि मुझे इसमें क्या समझ नहीं आया,
Okay.
टॉपिक्स क्या समझ नहीं आया, तो देन आई यूज टू गो थ्रू माई नोट्स
Okay.
कि क्या छूट गया.
So if I want to put it simply, then your focus was attending the live class, which was interactive, of course, and then you would solve QBank. So your focus was not watching hundreds and thousands of videos and collecting notes and notes and notes. No, you gave time to QBank, right?
हाँ, इवन आई डिड नॉट गो थ्रू ऐसे पूरा कंप्लीट नोट्स,
Yeah.
बिकॉज एज आई सेड 1x इज ऑसम. 1x में ऐसे फिर वापस पूरा नोट्स पढ़ने को
Hmm.
जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है,
Hmm.
बिकॉज वो लिखते लिखते ऐसे मतलब दिमाग में ही नोट्स बन जाता है कि
Right.
यू डोंट हैव टू गो थ्रू द नोट्स अगेन. मतलब जो क्यू बैंक या क्वेश्चंस करते हुए जो टॉपिक मिस हो जाता है,
Hmm.
दैट वो वाला पार्ट हाँ देख लो, बट यू
Hmm.
डो नॉट हैव टू गो थ्रू द नोट्स अगेन एंड अगेन.
Okay, so very important. Whenever I take any class, students are only asking for PDF, 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 and I tell them, listen to what I am teaching, go back and practice, but they never believe it. But if they hear from you, so whoever is watching this interview, please listen to what he is saying. He's saying, listen, attend, solve QBank, and I don't think there is anything better than this pathway to follow. So thank you for saying that, Dr. Saswat, because people listen to you more than they listen to me. Okay. So now when you were inching towards your exam, let's say 1 week, 2 weeks before, what would you do in that period? Because stress levels are high and so many subjects you want to do. So what did you do in the last maybe week, 10 days, which you feel made a little bit of a difference, which may have come from your earlier attempt also that you did correctly?
I did not pay attention to PSM last time,
Okay.
which is heavy. As
Yeah.
teachers say,
Yeah.
PSM, gyna and surgery, they
Yeah.
are heavy. मतलब ऐसे mark distribution तो नहीं है, but they carry a lot of marks and
Right.
concept जिससे दूसरे question solve हो जाते हैं. For example, इस बार surgery में there were so many new topics.
Yeah.
तो वो नहीं पता तो नहीं पता, बट यू कैन रूल आउट सर्टेन ऑप्शंस, कुछ
Yeah.
नॉलेज तो हो. तो
Yeah.
आई केप्ट पीएसएम एंड गाइना के वो कॉन्सेप्ट्स फॉर द
Yeah.
लास्ट, not the last week but the previous one.
Yeah.
And I gave GT before that, so that GT was based on PYQs. So I knew PYT से कौन कौन से टॉपिक्स आई नीड टू लाइक चूज एंड
Yeah.
वो रिवाइज करना है,
Yeah.
बिकॉज आई डू मेक मिस्टेक्स PYQ एंड PYT से
Hmm.
थोड़े थोड़े. तो
So
मतलब
would you say that you kind of knew के last week 10 days में what topics should be studied and you focused on them versus just opening books randomly and picking something from here and there and reading? You had an
नो
idea कि क्या end
या
में पढ़ना है.
नहीं, मतलब ओपनिंग बुक्स एंड हियर एंड देयर आई डिड लास्ट टाइम.
Okay.
मतलब पीएसएम बिकॉज आई डिड नॉट स्टडी ड्यूरिंग द प्रीवियस टाइम, जो
Yeah.
पढ़ने का टाइम था तब मैंने नहीं पढ़ा था. तो
Hmm.
फिर लास्ट टाइम आई मतलब सब लगता था कि सभी इंपॉर्टेंट है एंड आई यूज्ड
Yes.
टू गो हियर एंड देयर. बट
Yes.
अब क्योंकि पहले से पढ़ा हुआ था एंड आई डिड क्वेश्चन, सो आई न्यू कि व्हाट आई डू नॉट नो. ऐसे
Hmm.
मतलब मेरे को लगता था कि मेरे को सब पता है. मतलब
Hmm.
ऐसे पीएसएम के वो मच्छर के फोटोज देख के मेरे को लगता था सब पता है, बट वो क्वेश्चन फॉर्म में आ जाता था
Yeah.
तो कंफ्यूजन हो जाता था कि यार
Yes.
ये है कि ये है.
Yes. Yes.
तो
So
दैट मेक्स अ डिफरेंस.
So one message for anybody who's listening is when you are preparing, you should know के last week, 10 days, what topics and what subjects should be studied. And what about the short subjects? When did you study them when you were revising? Towards the end of your preparation? Like the volatile subjects, volatile topics, what did you do for them?
I did like I kept the last day, one day before the exam, because I had my center in a different city. So I
Yeah.
was traveling a day before, 2 days before my exam. So I kept short subjects for the last day, not
Hmm.
the entire subjects.
Yeah.
I kept, for example, Dharma ke images. I went through them,
Yeah.
and ऐसे तो I kept the short subjects as a last के लिए, एकदम last day पे,
Yeah.
because they are volatile more than we think. कि दूसरे सब्जेक्ट्स वोलेटाइल है, वो ज्यादा वोलेटाइल है. एंड फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में आई ऑल्सो डिड दिस कि शॉर्ट सब्जेक्ट है तो वो कम मार्क्स कैरी करेंगे तो देख लेंगे, मतलब
Okay.
300 से 300 थोड़ी लाना है. बट दिस इज रॉन्ग,
Yeah.
क्योंकि देर इज नो मार्क डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऐसे कि इससे इतने ही आएंगे. दिस
Yeah.
आई रियलाइज आफ्टर आई गेव माई फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट कि
Yeah.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि इससे मतलब डरमा से ऐसे लोगों को लगता है कि 2-3 ही तो आते हैं,
हाँ,
बट फिर ऐसा वो वन लाइनर वाली चीज है नहीं अब, तो
yeah,
वो ओवरलैप कर जाते हैं दूसरे
yeah,
सब्जेक्ट्स के, तो यू हैव द नॉलेज
yes,
कि छोटे सब्जेक्ट से भी यू हैव द नॉलेज। ऑप्था से देयर वर प्लेंटी ऑफ क्वेश्चंस फॉर माय प्रीवियस अटेम्प्ट में, तो
okay.
आई डिड एस अ सो ऑप्था। तो
Mhm.
दिस टाइम आई टुक टाइम कि ऑप्था भी
So,
करूँ अच्छे से।
so to make things simple from whatever I have learned from you and what I would want to transmit to the people is that first and foremost there should be a plan, right? Okay, what you should study now, the conceptual subjects should also be studied. Give some time to them and don't go behind 1.5x, 2x videos.
हाँ,
Of course, solve Q bank. You were giving GTs regularly, or you were just
yeah,
giving
I gave all the possible GTs.
again? See,
I did not score well in all my GTs. I
mm,
went text you कि
yeah,
मेरे मार्क्स बहुत इधर उधर है, एक में बहुत अच्छा है, एक में बहुत बुरा है,
yeah,
but I gave all the GT. I even like I'm slow with the review,
yeah.
that took time, but I did give all the possible GT जितना हो सकता था.
Wonderful, wonderful. So what I have gauged is there is no shortcut from what you have said. You have to give it the time, you have to give it the efforts, you have to watch, you have to ideally attend live class and definitely solve Q bank. This much should be done to go through a tough exam and clear it with a good margin and comfortably. And of course the pressure is more because this was your second attempt, so people must be like कितने बार देगा, so your morale also is a little shaky, but you did wonderfully well. So in one line, if you want to give some words of advice for the people listening, your juniors who will be preparing, in one or two lines, what will you tell them?
First thing I would say कि if you are watching any YouTube video including this, don't watch too many videos, क्योंकि उससे फिर ऐसा होने लगता है कि यार ये तो कितना ज्यादा प्लान था, कितना ज्यादा फ्लो में था, कितना ज्यादा जीटी दे दिया था. इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट. यू डू योर ओन वे, इट इज द बेस्ट वे.
Yeah,
तुम जो करोगे वो, आई डिड नॉट वॉच एनी वीडियोज एक्सेप्ट वन और टू एंड
yeah,
में, क्योंकि मुझे ऐसा लगने लगा कि सब देख रहे हैं,
yeah,
तो फिर मैं थोड़ा सा देख ला, पर वो
yeah.
भी मैं पूरा नहीं
FOMO
देखा.
नहीं होना चाहिए.
हाँ, मतलब उस चीज का फोमो होने लगा कि सारे वीडियो देख रहे, मैं क्यों नहीं देख रहा हूँ.
Yeah,
बट
yeah,
फिर वीडियोस देख के फिर ऐसा लगने लगा यार ये तो कितना पढ़ते हैं, ये वो. बट दैट इज, मतलब एवरीवन हैज देयर ओन वे टू डू
yeah,
इट.
yeah,
खुद की अपनी प्लानिंग होती है, खुद की अपनी फ्लो होती है, खुद की अपनी स्पीड होती है. माय
yeah,
फ्रेंड्स यूज्ड टू आस्क मी कि एक दिन में कितने घंटे पढ़ते हो, मतलब इट इज वेरी, वो इंडिविजुअल
yeah, of
चीज है
course.
कि मतलब इफ वन चैप्टर टेक्स मी 2 hours, तो किसी को 1 घंटे में भी हो जाएगा. तो आई कैन नॉट कंपेयर कि ये क्वेश्चंस तो बहुत गलत है. तो
Yeah,
डोंट गो इनटू दैट फोमो.
yeah.
एंड सेकंड इज गिव टाइम, प्लान योर syllabus and go with the flow. हो जाएगा.
How many questions to solve, or not, or just keep watching?
I no, questions are important. मतलब one difference I would say in my first attempt and इस वाले attempt में is questions.
Practicing.
मतलब third, yeah, practicing, because मतलब ऐसा टॉपिक पढ़ के लगता है कि हमें आता है, बट
Yeah,
when it is in the form of questions it makes a difference कि
yeah,
मतलब दिमाग काम करता है. It's
yeah.
mental exercise only. तो
Absolutely.
क्वेश्चंस करो जितना ज्यादा हो सकता है. आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग 50 questions a day in my initial first month. जैसे आई टीचर्स यूज्ड टू टेल मी कि डू 100 200 कर लो. वो
Yeah.
देख के फोमो लगता था कि बच्चे भी बोलते थे कि हाँ कर लिया कर लिया. बट फिर देन आई ट्राइड, तो लास्ट एंड में आई यूज्ड टू डू 300 400 क्वेश्चंस. वो भी
Wonderful.
ऐसा लगता था कि कम मैं और कर लूं.
Wonderful.
तो yeah, it was most like it was close to giving 1.5 GT every day.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So yeah.
So, Dr. Shaswat, you are a living example that if you practice, it becomes perfect. Practice makes perfect. So, I will like to congratulate you again
Thank
for
you so much,
the
sir.
achievement. You have done it. You should be really proud because not just passing the exam, passing a difficult exam with tough questions, at least I can say surgery questions were tough and you have done it. So, my heartiest congratulations to you and thank you for your time with us.
Uh, One last thing, I would like to call my parents for the frame, because this is once in a lifetime wala thing. So I want my parents in the frame so
But
that
I hope they heard what I was saying that you have given a tough exam and cleared.
they're constantly staring at the door and waiting for me. I just call them.
Okay.
And
No,
thank you so much, sir, for constantly being there throughout my journey as well.
No, of course. We really appreciate so many of the FMG students are so, upfront, and they are always acknowledging what we are doing, which is it also motivates us. Like how you say we motivate you, your responses also motivates us to, keep pushing harder and harder and harder. Like,
My mom and dad are here. Hello.
हेलो सर।
नमस्ते। आप दोनों को बहुत बहुत बधाई हमारी टीम सेरेबेलम की तरफ से। आपके बेटे ने कमाल कर दिया है। और एग्जाम बहुत टफ थी, ऐसा नहीं है कि आसान थी, कोई भी पास हो जाता। तो इसने ये एग्जाम क्रैक करी है, मतलब डेफिनेटली इसने मेहनत करी है। सो ऑल द बेस्ट टू यू गाइस।
आप लोगों का भी बहुत बहुत मतलब हम लोग तो बहुत खुश है, बहुत ही खुश है ज्यादा।
बढ़िया बढ़िया। तो कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन गाइस, ऑल द बेस्ट एंड कीप वर्किंग हार्ड।
Thank you so much, sir.